Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is a martial art form that's been in the United States since the early 1970s, and now it has really taken off here in Chicago. Jiu Jitsu is a predominantly ground-based martial art that focuses on leverage, angles, pressure, and timing to non-violently take down an opponent. It's, of course, a physical workout, but it's also referred to as human chess because it exercises both the body and mind. And joining us now is Drew Wills, the creator of the app Tap in the Jiu Jitsu app. Hi, Drew. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Dana.
You've been practicing now for about 7 years, you said?
That's right.
So tell us about your story when it comes to Jiu Jitsu and why you created the app.
Yeah, so in my late 20s, I was looking for something. I didn't really know what it was, but I knew I wanted to challenge myself. And I tried boxing and I tried a few other things. And eventually I found a Groupon for a Jiu Jitsu gym. And I popped in and I'll never forget leaving that first class and being so confused as to how people who were smaller than me, how women were just controlling me on the mats in terms of using their technique and their leverage, like you said. And I think after that first class, it really spiked my curiosity. I was like, what is a superpower? I got to figure this thing out. And I've been training ever since. Okay,
so now tell me about the app and why you created it.
So, we have this flourishing community of jiu-jitsu gyms and athletes all over the country, especially in Chicago. But I realized there was no common thread tying them all together, one place where they could connect. And I think the first thing we set out to do was, hey, let's make it really clear where these academies are. I think if you look at a map, we're on track to have more jiu-jitsu gyms than 7-Elevens in the next 2 years. And so it's exploding in popularity, but there isn't one place where all this stuff can stay together. And that's what we set out to build.
Okay. For people who might be interested in learning more, why don't you tell me about how Jiu Jitsu provided you a sense of community and how you think it could benefit others, especially those who might be hesitant or afraid to give it a try?
Such a good question. Everybody knows that feeling of going in for the first time and feeling like, hey, they all know each other. I'm kind of an outsider.
This is uncomfortable. What they're doing.
Totally. It's like, it can be disorienting.
Right.
And I think everyone knows that feeling so well that when new people come in a gym, everyone has been there, right? They say that a black belt is just a white belt who kept showing up. Everyone knows that feeling of trying this thing for the first time. So I think you'll find gyms that are incredibly welcoming and they want more training partners. They want people to stick with it. And yeah, it's such a melting pot of people from different backgrounds, different ages, that you find some friendships that you otherwise never would have had. And I think it's just a great way to have, a community in your adult life.
And the mental benefits?
They're insane. I mean, talk about impacts on anxiety, depression, impulse control.
Just because you're moving, or is
yeah, I mean, it's one of those workouts where you're literally getting pushed to your brink in terms of you get to tap out when you're about to be submitted, but you're getting pushed to the point where you feel, especially at first, like fear. And I think that makes it easier to handle a tough email later in the day when you've gone through something like that.
Yeah, or some other adversity.
100%.
Right.
And so it's really good at that.
Fascinating. I know, like you said, catching on. There was one gym you said about 30 years ago, and now there's more than 200?
Yeah, in 1996, Carlson Gracie opened the first one. We're about to have 175 in the Chicago area right now.
Yeah, that is definitely catching on. All right, Drew Wills, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations on the app, and I hope a lot of people check it out. Again, the app is called Tap In, the Jiu Jitsu app. You can download it on the App Store or get it on Google Play.